I don't think he's going to surprise Joshua like that because
this is Jonathan Agger of Pro Boxing Fans, joined by BJ Flores here in Leeds. BJ, the last time I saw you was actually in Saudi Arabia for Tommy Fury, Jake Paul, and here you are for Tristan Hamm this weekend. Tell us about, first of all, how you enjoying your time in England so far? You got in last night.
Oh, I love this country. I've been here many times over the past 15 years. One of my best friends, David Hay, Zeus Sherlock, shout out to you fellas. Been knowing these guys for a long time. David, unfortunately, he's in Costa Rica right now, so I didn't get to link up with him, but this is one of my favorite cities, favorite countries in the entire world. People are great, boxing fans are genius, and a lot of good action. So, been having a great time.
Tell us about Tristan Hamm. He's obviously fighting this weekend against not Logan Paul. How did you two link up?
One of my best friends and colleagues and business partners, Jacob Chavez, introduced me to Tristan maybe like 4 months ago, and we started talking about some of the possibilities and opportunities that might be coming up in the future with Misfits, and we had a meeting in October, and we started working together. So I've been working with Tristan for about 4 months now, and he's ready to go for Saturday. So he's not a finished product by any means. We've got a long ways to go, but he's got his head in the right spot.
Was it always your goal when you finished your boxing career to become a trainer?
You know what? It wasn't planned at all. Like my idea after being a trainer was to continue to do my real estate, continue to focus on that, other outside business opportunities. I like doing business stuff and helping other people create opportunities and businesses. I like that. So that was my plan. But I met Jake through a mutual friend in Big Bear in 2019. Worked with him for 4 years and got shot in my leg in Colombia March 17th. Thank God I'm still alive. Had 4-month rehab, and then I slowly kind of got back into the training side and into the managing. I managed 205-pound world champion Lorenzo Hunt in the BKFC. I managed top prospect Jake Boswick. I managed Tristan. I managed DeAndre Kirk, a 6-0 5 knockout fighter from Detroit. And so we're staying busy working and trying to help these guys to get to the next level.
Just want to talk about a few other topics outside of this. Your former division, the cruiserweights. What do you think of it right now?
There's a lot of good guys. I haven't kept up as much with it as I normally do, but I'm the kid out of England, Lawrence Okoli. I'm a big fan of his. There's that other kid who just beat Lawrence, a very tough kid. William Smith. He's very tough as well. That kid, the Jai kid. I don't know how to say his last name, but he's very good out of there. So a lot of good talent in the cruiserweight division. So I keep my eye on a little bit, but I think the heavyweight division right now is so hot. It's been fun to watch. Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, Joseph Parker. Look, this guy's always had the talent and the ability to go a long ways, and I'm glad he finally got a chance to put it together because Joseph Parker's a hell of a fighter, and he's flown under the radar for a long time. You lose to one juggernaut named Joe Joyce, and all of a sudden everybody writes you off. But Joseph Parker's the real deal, and it's fun to watch him. And Anthony Joshua, he's just such a savage, and people underestimate how big he is. He's an absolute savage. He's a great talent. He's putting it all together. And heavyweight division's a strange division because these guys get better as they get older. The heavyweight division, they really know how to, take their time. And as the heavyweight gets older, he matures. He learns how to deal with the situation, deal with the adrenaline, deal with the atmosphere. And heavyweight is the only division where the guys continually get better as they get older to a certain point, of course. But Joseph Parker, Anthony Joshua, even Deontay Wilder, he can come right back, and he's got that sleeper right hand. People still want to see him. He's still the champ. The guy had the title for almost 8 years. He's got a great trainer with Malik Scott, and it's just a lot of fun to watch that division. So with all due respect, the cruiserweight division, the heavyweights are just, outshining everybody. And then that 135-pound division, 140, watch out.
Let me just ask you about a couple of the fights. Joshua-Ngannou, they went face-to-face the other day. How much jeopardy do you think there is in this fight?
I think Ngannou is an incredible talent, and he's got a genius icon mind behind him with Mike Tyson and Dewey Cooper. So you got a guy like Mike behind you, just gives you some confidence. And the behind-the-scenes guy, Dewey Cooper, working on the mitts, doing a lot of stuff in camp. I've worked with Dewey for a long time. He's a great trainer, very intelligent. So there's a lot of upside to Francis Ngannou. I think he surprised everybody with the Tyson Fury fight. I don't think Tyson took it how he should have taken a normal fight. He already had the Usyk fight already on the calendar and planning that, and wasn't given maybe Ngannou much of a chance, like none of us were. Nobody thought like Ngannou could fight Fury like that, but he came in, he surprised Fury. I don't think he's going to surprise Joshua like that because he's going to be ready, but hats off to Ngannou. What a hell of a performance against Fury, and I hope he has a great fight with Joshua, but I'm looking forward to it either way. However it ends up, I'll be watching, I'll be buying.
And Tyson Fury, Oleksandr Usyk, how'd you break that fight down?
Tyson Fury and Usyk, it's a tough fight. I think Usyk gives anybody a lot of troubles because of his amateur background. He knows how to deal with all styles. I mean, the kid had 300 amateur fights, two-time gold medalists. I actually commentated his fights when he won the 2012 gold medal. Just an absolute savage. He just gives anybody a terrible night in the office. He's very tough. So Fury's gonna have his hands full, but Fury's size could be too much, and I think people might put too much stock into the Ngannou fight, and I think a different Fury will show up.
And what do you make of Beterbiev? I don't know if you saw it on the weekend. He beat Callum Smith. It looks like he's going to fight Dimitri Bivol next. Yeah. What do you think of that fight?
That was a great fight, man. Beterbiev is such a tough. I was watching the fight from my place in Miami, and I just so much respected that guy. He's 38, still undefeated, breaking down these young, hungry champions. And Callum Smith was good. I mean, he came in with a very good pedigree, and he fought a hell of a fight. He was competitive in the fight. I had him winning a couple of rounds going into that seventh round when he got stopped, but I had him winning a couple of rounds. But Beterbiev is one of those guys where unless you get control of the fight, he's going to give you problems the entire night, and he can end the fight. So hats off, respect to Beterbiev. He's a savage. And Callum Smith, keep your chin up. You can come back and do it again because you're a hell of a fighter.
Just on Beterbiev, obviously during the week he returned an atypical finding from a drug test. It wasn't a violation, so he was obviously cleared to fight, but obviously your former opponent Tony Bellew made some comments. I don't know if you've seen them, but he suggested that he's never seen a fighter improve with age like Beterbiev has, and he wants to see a look at the sport. I mean, does it raise concerns for you? You've been in boxing a long time when you see these sort of atypical findings and things like that?
I mean, of course, there's going to be, it's unfortunate. You got to choose your words carefully how to comment on this kind of stuff. But if it's an atypical finding, I mean, maybe do a little more research on it and find out what it is. I mean, it's tough to have an atypical finding unless there's something atypical. So just do a little more research, get in there, do more testing, and find out, what the strand is, what the ratios are. There's a lot of ways to do it, to break it down, to find out exactly what it is. So I would prefer that process instead of, putting it all over the media and saying this. Just find out what it is, and then we come up with a conclusion, and then you know how to move, whether it's left or right. We know we have a more clear picture.
We'll leave it there. BJ, thanks for your time. Anything you want to add about Tristan or anything you've got coming up this year?
No, we got a great card coming up on Saturday night on DAZN. Everybody tune in. A lot of great fights. The replacement fight, with Chase and with Minicon, that's going to be a hell of a fight. I'm looking forward to that. I was very happy to hear those two guys were the main event. And Chase, he's been working his ass off all year, so to get him back in there in an opportunity like this, that's good for him. And the undercard, it's going to be very exciting. Tristan Hamm, look for the fight to end early. I don't know how early, but it's not going more than 2 rounds. So tune in. I'll get your popcorn ready. We'll see everybody Saturday.
Just finally, do you ever miss these nights going in the ring? I know a lot of boxers do struggle after ending their career, but you seem to have it settled and you've got your real estate and training.
Yeah, I'm at the best place in my life I've ever been, and I have zero regrets about my career, and everything that happened in my career was needed for me and was a necessary process for me to go through to get me where I'm at now, and I accept that and I embrace that, and I believe in the law of abundance, and I believe in the law of attraction, and I believe that I will attract what I am, and I have zero regrets about anything, so I'm just glad to be here. Big opportunity, a big platform for these kids, and I'm excited for them.
BJ, thanks for your time. Glad to see you well and healthy after that incident earlier this year, and looking forward to Saturday night.
Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.